Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
When you younger, growing up in the neighborhood and you got females in your family, they call you and let you know that some guy messing with them. We're going to run today. Hey, we all did it when we was coming up as kids, teenagers in the hood. But as you get older, you stop doing that, man. I remember one time I got a phone call, went over there, handled my business, and they still got back together. So it don't matter if you come to their aid or not. As you get older, you can go over there and help your family, your female family members. And guess what? You can fight them, do whatever you're going to do. Them people going to still get back together. This is one of those cases where these youngsters found out the hard way. So let's go over here and see what happened to them. I think this is a cold one right here.
Woke from dead sleep. 5 gunshots. Pow, 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 pow. And then the door slammed underneath my balcony.
That's what Gina Kirk said she heard Saturday morning coming from a neighbor's apartment at 5329 Northwest 17th Avenue.
Good morning, Mr. Carter.
According to police, it was this man, 31-year-old Antoine Carter, who fired the shots. When officials arrived to this building in Miami, they found 2 men in their 20s shot multiple times inside one of the apartments. One of them was dead. The other died at the hospital.
There's probable cause for the charges. It looks like he shot and killed a girlfriend's 2 brothers.
Police say Carter's girlfriend's brothers went to check up on her and when they arrived, got into a fight with Carter. According to investigators, they found Carter outside the building who told them, quote, "I am the one," and the gun was found in his pocket. Carter was taken into custody and appeared in bond court on Monday.
I'm going to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing and hold you with no bond.
And Carter's being charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, and according to police, he does have a history of domestic violence. In Miami, Maribel Rodriguez, CBS News, Miami.
All right, now we didn't all been through that, man. We didn't all been through that before. You get them phone calls, come over here right now, I'm in trouble. And everybody losing this situation, man. You got 2 brothers, rest in peace. You got the dude who didn't unalive him. He's going to jail. That's 3 right there out the way. And the female and the sister, she might go to jail for calling them over there. Now, you know you dealing with somebody, your boyfriend. Y'all didn't get it. Y'all didn't got into it. You know this man is violent. He didn't ain't his first time putting his hands on you before. And I can guarantee them 2 dudes and went over there and tried to fight the boyfriend. And he knew it. He probably told her, I wish you would call your brothers. Call them over here. I don't care about you calling your brother. Every man that went through that when they didn't dated some women. She talking about, I'm calling my brother. That's the first. We don't care about who you call. You can call God over here, call him. And she found out the hard way and lost her brothers, man. Let's go over and get a little deep into it, dive a little deeper. Let's go.
A man is in custody after police say he shot and killed his girlfriend's 2 brothers. This happened after an argument escalated into a shooting.
She called because she needed help. Her brothers showed up because they loved her. And before that morning was over, she was running out of that apartment covered in blood. And both of her brothers were dead. The man who did it was her boyfriend. Now here is the part that will stop you cold. Most people who commit a crime run. They hide. They deny everything. Antoine Carter walked straight up to the officers standing outside that building, gun still in his pocket, and told them, "I am the one." 2 brothers were dead inside that apartment. And he walked outside and introduced himself to the police. Make it make sense. This is the story of Gianni and Jaheim Pierre, 2 brothers from Miami who went to check on their sister and never came back home. And this is the story of what domestic violence really looks like. Not just for the person inside the relationship, but for everyone who loves them. You're watching Shadowed Crimes TV. We tell the stories that need to be told. Domestic violence, toxic relationships.
Yeah, that's all bad, man. And they had the same birthday. Let's get in a little more deep into it. We're going to pass your intro. Let's get straight to it.
Happened inside that apartment. You need to understand who these young men were and why they showed up that morning in the first place. Gianni Pierre was 28 years old. His brother Jaheim was 23. They were brothers, born into the same family, raised in the same home, and by every account, close enough to each other and their sister that when something felt wrong, they moved together. That is the kind of bond that does not need a phone call to activate. You just know. And they knew. Their sister was in a relationship.
Now listen, that ain't what's going on here. They sistered and probably got into it with that boyfriend. He have a history of domestic violence. This ain't the first time she didn't call her family members. She probably called her mom the first time. And them two youngsters probably heard they mama on the phone with the daughter. And they done ran over there a couple of times before they probably got this phone call. I don't know. I just know how these situations go because I done been involved with these type of situations. And friends that I know then been involved with these same similar situations where a sister, or auntie, or mother, cousin call them for getting into it with their boyfriends. My advice to anybody out there, if you got a family member that's getting into it with her boyfriend, she ain't listen. Hey, I told my sister one time, she called me and told about her boyfriend. I think he had an AK or something over there. I said, well, listen, you better call the police on him. That's what you pay your taxes for. Yeah, you pay taxes. They tell them come to your aid. I'm not going over there with no nigga with no AK. You done lost your mind. I'm not going over there. Y'all gonna have to figure that out. Because the moment you put your hands on that dude, they gonna get back together. You gonna be in jail. You could be whooping on him and your people will stop. She will stop you and say, stop. That's enough. That's enough. No, ain't no enough. Then you just say he cracked you upside your head. It ain't no enough. Ain't no enough. They gonna be back together. I didn't been involved with a situation like that a couple of times. Well, I didn't actually have to, put the knockout down or the drop down, and they were still back together. So I'll tell you right now, man, anybody watching this, you got any female family members, they get to calling you, talking about they getting into it with their boyfriend and their husband and anything like that. Man, you better not go over there jumping up in them people's business. Don't jump up in their business, man. Let them handle they. Hey, listen, you gonna either leave him or you gonna continue to get what you getting. Point blank period. And sometimes they'll leave him and go right back to him. When they do that, you really don't go over there till they eat.
With a 31-year-old man named Antoine Carter. Now, the sources do not paint a detailed picture of how long that relationship had been going on or exactly what had been happening inside of it. But what the sources do tell us is that the brother showed up that morning specifically because they were worried about her. Worried she was in danger. Worried she was being hurt. That is not a casual visit. That is not a coincidence. When two grown men make the decision to physically go to a location because they fear for their sister's safety,
you get what you got coming. You get what you got coming, man. It is rest in peace to these two brothers. Especially if you walk up in somebody's house that they paying bills and rent on. You don't walk up in there like this is like holding your nuts. And y'all too deep too. Y'all both gonna whoop on me. Nah, I'm not going for that.
Something had already been communicated. Something had already been felt. Come to think of it, that instinct was right. It was exactly right. And it cost them everything. Antoine Carter, 31 years old at the time, was the man their sister had been seeing. That is really all the sources give us about him before that morning. No deep history. No childhood backstory to explain anything. Ain't gonna lie, sometimes there is no clean explanation for what a person chooses to do. What we do know is what he did, and the evidence left very little room for doubt. The apartment was located at 5329 Northwest 17th Avenue in Miami's Liberty City neighborhood. A building with the neighbors close enough to hear everything through the walls. Close enough that when the shots went off, one woman in the building said she was woken from a dead sleep. She counted them. 5 gunshots. Then a door slammed. Then nothing. That is the world this happened in.
I can tell you exactly what happened. Ain't no fight. Listen, them dudes ran up in that man's house, man. Talking loud, probably acting loud. Out of this, this is alleged. I don't know. Matter of fact, it ain't even alleged. This is my opinion on what I think happened. I think they went up in that man's house, man. And I think they went up in there to confront him. And he seen that they was, ready to get cracking with him, and he already told her, I wish you would call them over here. This is what I think happened. You know, I wish you would call them over there before they even came over there. And when they showed up, he like, what's cracking? And you know, it's me and two brothers. They probably didn't even care about the gun, and probably still charged. And them 5 shots went off. That boom, 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 boom. You know, that first one, them first couple will probably hit. Man, I can see this all. I'm picturing this in my head. I'm visualizing everything. And when she said she heard the door slam, yeah, that was him getting up out of there. She ran up out of there. The sister ran up out of there. He probably waited till the police came. As soon as the police came, they said he didn't run or nothing. He said, hey, I'm the guy you're looking for right here. Because now he about to go up and then use that self-defense, man. That she called him. She texted him. His phone records that she didn't text him. They came over here to whoop on me, man. Yeah, matter of fact, one of them did hit me. And I feared for my life, and I had my pistol on me. I was scared when she said she called them over here. I didn't know if they was coming over here with guns or anything. When they charged, I defended myself.
Close quarters, a Saturday morning. People still sleep. And somewhere on the second floor of that building, a situation that had been building in private was about to explode in a way that the entire neighborhood would feel.
Ain't no whole type neighborhood feel nothing. Only people that feel is the family of the people who got shot. Don't nobody else feel nothing. They glad no bullets didn't go through the walls or go through the roof and hit nobody in their apartment. They don't care about that.
Here is where the story shifts from painful to deliberate. When investigators later pulled the CCTV footage from that building, what they saw on that camera was not a man who arrived looking to talk things out. The footage showed Antoine Carter outside that apartment door, yelling, banging, not knocking, banging. The kind of energy that tells you the conversation, whatever it was already past the point of being calm before it even started. Now think about what that means for a second. The brothers are inside that apartment with their...
Oh, change the plans. Change the story, Rock. So now we see it a different way. All right, we seen it one way. So, them two dudes was already up in there with the sister. They was in there with the sister, and then the boyfriend came knocking on the door. And when he got up in there, he popped on them. Let's see how it play out.
Sister. Carter is on the other side of the door, loud, aggressive, demanding to be let in. In that moment, the people inside that apartment had to make a decision. And someone opened the door.
Who opened the door up? Why would y'all open the door, man? I bet you the sister, she knew he was a maniac.
Moment that door opened, Carter did not step in to talk. According to the arrest report, he charged in, and as he moved through that doorway, he reached into his front right pocket. Let that land for a second.
You ain't got to land for a second, because he going straight to jail, man. He's out of here.
He charged in and reached into his pocket. That is not a man who came to have a conversation. That sequence, the yelling, the banging, the charging, the reach, tells you exactly what the intent was. The CCTV footage did not lie. The arrest report did not lie. And what happened next inside that apartment?
We know what happened next. I still blame the sister. She shouldn't have called him over there, no matter how it went. No matter if they came over there to approach the boyfriend and he shot at him, or no matter if they was in that man's house and he came there and shot at him. The sister is still in the wrong for calling them over there.
Confirmed everything that footage had already shown. Immediately after he reached into that pocket, the neighbors heard it. 5 shots. One woman described it exactly like that. Said she was woken from a dead sleep by the sound of it underneath her balcony, and then heard a door slam. That slam was the sister running out.
Yeah, I got that part right.
She came through that door covered in blood, and when police made contact with her, she told them what happened. She told them the man who just shot her brothers was her boyfriend.
Did she tell the police that she called her brothers over there to get shot by her boyfriend?
Gianni and Jaheim Pierre were hit multiple times. One of them was already dead inside the apartment by the time officers arrived. The other was rushed to the hospital. He did not survive either. 2 brothers, gone in the same morning, in the same apartment.
And their birthday was the same day. They was born on the same day, a couple of years apart, I think. But anyway, man, leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. What do y'all think about this, man? I told y'all already, man. Anybody get to calling you and your family, talking about they getting into it with their boyfriend, you better not show up over there, man. You better not show up over there. She better call the police or she better pack her stuff and get up out of there. Don't be calling me over there to get up in y'all mess, man. 9 times out of 10, the women probably done started it. Or the man and probably called, somebody didn't got called cheating. It was something. Because what would make you call your brothers? It's something serious that went on in that house, man. Y'all supposed to handle your own business in your own household. Women, quit calling your brothers, your fathers, your uncles, and your cousins over there to get in y'all mess. Y'all got to stop that stuff, man. Man, don't y'all fall for that. Y'all be like these 2 youngsters out right there, man. Rest in peace to both of them. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, go over there and subscribe to my new YouTube channel, Compton Rick Rock Body Count. The link is in the description. Go over there and watch all the videos. I need to get them watch time hours up. We already got the subscribers up. Go over there and support the channel. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.